Hello all, I am Professor MB Nigade from AISSMS IoT. Our today's topic is manufacturing process. In manufacturing process, we are taken the forging first. In forging, the type of forging is the based on the dies is the based on the dies of the forging process and based on the mode of the application of compressive forces. The forging process is generally done on the press work. The press work is a mechanical press and another is now the hydraulic power press is there. And maybe classified these forging processes on the depend upon the die is based on the die die and another is mode of the compressive force. This based on the die forging process, it may be further classified into the open die forging, another is now the closed die forging. Then this, based on the mode of the application of compressive force, it may further classified into the hand forging process, draw forging process, press forging process, and this machine forging process. In open die forging and closed die forging, if you see that in the open die forging, the material is now the deformed in between the two flat surface. Okay, this is a hammer. This is also called as a hammer. And whenever I apply the force from the both the side, both the die is now the flat plate, and to give the required shape to the material. Okay, then next is now the closed die forging. If in the closed die forging, this is a impression is now the given to the open die forging and closed die forging. This open die and closed die forging is dies is now the generally manufacturing on the VMC machines by using some Delcam software, and it is a complicated job can be manufacturing on a closed die forging. In forging is also further classified is depend upon the application of compressive force. If you see that in a compressive force, this is a hand forging process. This is a very oldest methods in a forging process. Means we are applying some force on that hot material repetitively and to give the required shape by applying and to by using some hand hammer. Next is a drop forging process. It is a process of dipping the hot material into the die shape by rising the die and allowing it to form soft impact of blow on the material. This is the drop forging process is now the run by these hydraulic or mechanical press. Then press forging and machine forging process. In the press forging process, the process of deforming hot material into the desired shape by the slow squeezing process. Generally, this type of forging process is now applying some different type of arrangements. That is a cap arrangement is there. Another is now the crankshaft arrangement is there. Means we can input the material by using some reciprocating. Means we can convert the reciprocating motion into the uh, uh, rotary unit reciprocating motion. Means this press type of forging is not depending upon which type of job we are manufacturing, and this is generally run by using some mechanical process or run by using hydraulic process. Generally, the capacity of this press forging process is up to the 1 ton, 2 ton, or 5 tons also. Another is a machine forging process is not similar to the extrusion, but only the this is a vertical and this is a horizontal. In this process, the cross section of hot material or workpiece is increased locally with corresponding the reduction in their length. If you see that this is a reduction in the length and by the slow squeezing process, and it is similar to the press forging process. Difference is only the horizontal directions. And this is metal forging process may be many advantages, limitations, and also the application. This is a high dimensional accuracy and surface finish. The accuracy as compared to the casting process. We are comparing the casting process, the accuracy is now the more, and surface finish is also more as compared to the casting process. Reduce the grain size due to its improved strength. Whenever the grain size is now the improve, that is the SE under the microscope grain size, and due to this improve the strength means the grain size is more as compared to the casting. That is why the strength is now the more. So one of the advantage. High strength to weight ratio, and the complicated job can be easily manufacturing due to this advantage like high strength to weight ratio. Another is to produce the component with thin section without reducing the length. This is the main advantage. Means thin section can also be manufacturing by using some metal forging process. The produce the component without shrinkage cavity, blowholes, and machine scratcher. This is the disadvantage of the casting process. You see that in the casting video, they mention that this is one of the disadvantage. This is a defect can be produced on a casting, and it is a overcome the defect in the forging process. In a advantage, another advantage is component offer the better resistance to shock and vibrations. Also means many complicated shape can be manufacturing by using some forging process, and it can be it is a very absorb the vibrations also, because the large vibrations can be absorbed easily in the metal forging process is one of the advantage. Then limitation, the brittle metal like cast iron cannot be forged. This is one of the limitation of forging process. Complex shape with the integrated cannot be produced by this process. Means uh, like a ship process, means a ship manufacturing, naval manufacturing, or any complicated shapes cannot be easily forged. But by using some casting process, it can be manufacturing the complex component easily as compared to the forging. Then next limitation is normally the forged component cost is more than that of cast component, because the if you see the process like a press, so press cost is now the more than high skill worker is cost is now the more. That is why the costing of the forged material is now the more than that of casting process. The cost of forging dies is also high, and dies is now the uh, dye material is now the D2 is most costly than that of other material, and those are now the manufacturing by using some VMC, then VMC cost, then labor cost, and then material cost, all are now the high. That is why the cost of forging dies is now the high. Next is application. It is maybe making the IC engine parts like crankshaft, connecting rods, rocker arms, etc. And it is used making a gear blanks also. Those are now the generally used to manufacturing the different type of gears and levers also, and generally used for making the automobile and aircraft component also. And this is from metal forging advantage and disadvantage. Thank you very much for my listening my videos. Thank you very much.